Hi, uh, this is Shiny James, and I'm the parent of Daniel James in grade 4. Since we all are in lockdown now, I thought I'll take this opportunity to share my journey with OES International School. My son Daniel as every parent think, I need to have a school which is at my convenience, closer to my home. And as a parent, I don't want to be troubled. I don't really look at from my child's point of view, but I look at my needs. Okay, he should be closer, so everything is taken care, his classes will be taken care, typically every parent, I think most of us think that way. And Daniel started his schooling in 2014 with one of the schools, CBSE school. Since we live in Belapur, so I've identified a school close to my place, and he started his schooling. And as he started the school, I seen there was a lot of difficulty for him to adjust the school. Basically, he had difficulty with a bigger strength because the classroom had close to 40 children, and he had really tough time in adjusting, making friends, and to get teachers' attention. It was a lot of things. He was not able to adjust. I tried 2 years. Then I thought maybe this is not the place. Then I started sitting and thinking for myself. Then I realized school is the most important place for the children because it is a place where they explore their world. And I forgot that my child should cherish the school where he goes. He should see the world there. Then I thought I took my child out of the school because I felt this is not the right place. Then I did a lot of survey and try to understand. Then I got to know that Daniel has a concern with attention issues, and he needs a smaller strength, basically where the teacher could give little bit of attention and healthier peers relationship. Probably this is all what I was looking at. And I started exploring the school, and I got to know, okay, international schools have a different norms compared to the other boards. They have a lesser strength, they have two teachers to support the children, so that was great for me. I started looking around the schools, and to my surprise, these international schools are very expensive. In and around wherever I have approached, I felt it was too heavy for me to take care of the financially, the fee structure. And then I was just wondering, now what do I do? Then I started, exploring more and more. I identified Oriental Education Society. I seen first the management school, then I seen they have an international school. I got it. Then I just walked in one day, myself and my husband, we both walked in, and principal was yet to come. And the reception girl was very genuine, very courteous. She told, ma'am, would you want to wait to meet the principal, or else you can take an appointment and come? I said, no, since I've come all the way here anyway, I knew the school wouldn't be anything different from whatever I've approached. It's going to be one of the same, but I was just taking a chance. I said, chalo dekhte hain, then I was waiting, and the principal walks in. Then I went and met her. Trust me, I did not have any appointment. I just walked in. No school entertains all this, but they were so accommodative for me. I walked in, I met the principal, I shared all my concern, all my son's needs, and I asked, is the school going to support me in this journey? Because I need to do a holistic development of my child. I need school support. So I asked them, are they going to give me this? Because if my child going to travel all the way from Belapur to Vashi, it's a task. It's not easy for we parents also to let go our child. He's too small to travel all the way. So then, for my utter surprise, the principal just smiled. And she said, we want to try to help Daniel. That made me feel really very eased out. Basically, it's because as a parent, I know what I'm going through, and I needed somebody to console me like. So I was really felt very comfortable, very confident with the words she spoke to me. I said, let me try. Because if the school is this the principal who's giving me a moral support and trying to help my child? Nothing like it. I said it's worth taking a risk. I want to try. Trust me, Daniel started his senior KG with OES International School, and as a mother going through a lot of tensions, will my child be able to adjust in this new school. How is he going to react with the teachers, and what all will happen? Lot of ABCD tensions around. But I said, chalo, let's try. So Daniel started his school, and exactly I can still remember the very fourth month he was in senior KG, and Daniel was not able to write. I still remember that very well. When he completed 4 months, you won't believe, the class teacher calls me personally to tell, today Daniel made an attempt to write one line. Can you believe a teacher giving so much of attention to the child's development? Some improvement. She's not looking at 100%. I'm sure she's seen just 1% of his improvement. She immediately informed me, and the teacher is more happy than me as a parent. That really got me. I said, this is the place where my child will enjoy exploring his world. And all through his journey, senior KG, first standard, I had Vandana ma'am, wonderful teacher. Then I had Sheetal ma'am, and grade 3 I had couple of teachers for him as a class teacher, but trust me, there were no disturbance in their study cycle. Every teacher who came could fit into the cushion so beautiful. The children never got disturbed. Are a new teacher, we need to adjust. The teacher should know the child should know. Trust me, no commotion. It was so beautifully flowing. Although the teachers said it was such an environment that teachers already know the children, and children could go so well with the teacher. This is my personal experience. Children should enjoy schooling. This is what I believe. Children should never feel a burden. Education should never be a burden. And what I understood from OES International is that teaching is so simple, and they're more concept, which is very important, because Daniel as a child is good in visual scanning. He is good in sight reading. So for a child like him, if you have to show something, he will scan it up very well than sitting and writing. If you look at a CBSE board or anything, there's a lot of writing, but here what I understood, teacher makes the concept very clear to the child before even going to the question and answer. Once the concept is clear, the child can just put his imagination, he can just put his words. Not necessary word to word he had all the right to express his way of understanding the question answers. And teachers have given that place for every child. And trust me, and Daniel enjoying the school. You can check out his attendance register. He would have never missed his school. He always excited to go to his school. Trust me, it's not only the school teachers. I'm talking about non-teaching staff. I'm talking about all the front office, even the didis. I have seen these ladies always having a smiling face around in the premises, all the time on their toes. The minute the child is out, they are ready to help the child, to accompany either to washroom, to fill the bottle. I never see them sitting and gossiping or wasting time. They are always into action. They are into their job, and they're always ready to accompany child need. Every time they're available for it, the children, I seen this is so wonderful. And the teachers, what I experienced with the OES, I have experienced two schools. So this was a second school. So I really felt this is a place like a second home. I never felt it was like a school for me. When I'm talking to the teachers, they are so accommodative. They are giving, the clap happens with both hands. So it is not only teacher or only parent, it's together. We bring a shape together. I always imagine and visualize this. We as a parent form a base. It's a base of a clay. We make it and we put it on the wheel, but we need the right hand to give the proper shape. Because unless the final outcome of that base doesn't have a good shape, then it is of no use. It has to have a perfect finishing, and that is where the teachers play an important role. It's not merely as a teaching as a job, but teaching as a service. There is a difference. When I work as a job, then it's only a 9 to 5 job for me. It doesn't really mean that I get connected with my child, my children in the classroom. If a teacher feels I'm doing a service, because more than a parent, it's a teacher who has much more responsibility, because they're shaping the child's career. They are making them to see a new world altogether. I as a parent, trust me, I enjoyed working with each and every teachers, all the staffs and including my bus driver, I will never forget. He's so caring, so loving with my child. I'm sure with all children, if he's so caring with Daniel, because he's the last child to be dropped, you know how well they've been taking care of these children. He comes to the last drop, but he's so joyful. He's not tired, exhausted. I don't see him. He's so happy to thank his driver uncle. He's thanking his didi. Again, he's ready for the next day. This is what exactly school means to a child. I'm really very glad for for this opportunity to express my testimony. I had wonderful experience with OES International School. Thank you, Principal Ma'am. Thank you to all my dear teachers, all my non-teaching staff, all my office staffs, including the securities and the DDs and the drivers, everybody. I mean, I feel they all like one family. They are not being divided with the job profile, but they all work together. That makes a wonderful place, and that is a true world. And I believe Daniel has got a wonderful world. He's cherishing, is enjoying. By saying that, let me conclude telling one more thing is that now that we are in the network, online classes, we are on technology platform. I felt nothing. They went so beautifully. There was no commotion. They were okay. Just to start with it, there is always a little hiccups, but then it is really beautiful. The teachers could take it so well. See, here the challenge for the teachers is they have to see the child's expression to understand. Did the child understand? Did the child complete his work? Is he still confused? Is he not sure? Because not all children going to speak out. They will notice it. So they have to keep looking at every child on the screen, their face, to understand what is the status with the child. Has he got the concept clear or no? It's a biggest challenge, and teachers are doing it so well. They're giving the children all the freedom to express. If they have not understood, they are ready to teach again and again. I've never seen a school which can support to this extent, where they're going to repeat once again if the child has not understood. Especially with Daniel, they've been accommodating him so beautifully. I see a beautiful development, mental development, physical development with Daniel. And trust me, all my friends, all my relatives are very happy looking at Daniel's development. And I would really say thank you, OES International School. You brought a joy and happiness on my face, and my child really cherishing every moment of this school. And I God bless each and every staff, management, everyone for putting in so much efforts to make things happen. Thank you, and God bless you all.